to him on coming up at half court, the right there at the end in regulation? Looked like he just got up on him and tripped him.
Yeah, we were supposed to foul right there. They was up by 3. Coach told us to foul.
Regulation. When you guys were up 3.
That's what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I tripped him. I mean, it was a bad call, but we got to redeem from that and just go on from there.
But you were going for the foul. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I wasn't.
Looked like the start to overtime was tough offensively. Did that tip in at the end when they tied the game? Was that kind of drawn on you guys at the start of overtime?
Yeah, obviously, that kind of hit us. That was a hard blow, but we still got to bounce back and play basketball. We started off the half with a couple turnovers. We started off the overtime with a couple turnovers, and the officiator, the refs was calling a tight game all night, and they got some calls down the stretch, and they knocked their free throws in. Yeah.
Offensively, was it in the first half? Was it a struggle to kind of find a rhythm?
No.
Going in there.
No. Offensively, we knew we were going to score. All we had to do was execute and just play with confidence. We knew we were going to score on the first half. I think it was more so defense, transition defense, and giving them easy baskets. Them guys are great shooters, so giving them easy shots can easily get them going. And I think that's what we did. And they shot the ball well.
What are you guys looking forward to going into Tuesday's game?
A good practice tomorrow, and just coming in, being focused. Probably be a defensive practice tomorrow. Something light, and just ready for Tuesday.
Seems like when you guys, at least early on in the season, when you had a lot of turnovers, assists, you guys just get tentative with making good passes, or anything you can point to on that? Because it seemed like there were some great passes, but they were too hard or too soft or whatever. And good passes actually became turnovers.
Well, it's early in the season, and I just think right now we're just trying to find our niche as a team. We got a lot of newcomers, a lot of guys who never played together before. So, we're just all trying to come together as a team and listen to what our coach has us doing. He puts together a great game plan every game. It's our job to go out there and execute it. That last play, we were up by 3 in regulation. We wanted to foul on the ground. We didn't want to give them a 3. We wanted to foul on the ground, and of course come up with the rebound, which we didn't do. And they got to put back, and we went to overtime, and that's all she wrote.
Other questions?
Does it help you guys out having other players step up today, like Bryson Pope and Kellen Thomas?
Always. It's always a plus when players step up. Bryson Pope is a great player, coming off the bench. Kellen, good, solid freshman, got a lot of potential, a lot of talent. It's always a plus when we get a good team effort. It's just unfortunate we didn't come up with this win today, but it's early in the season, like I said, and we just got to learn from, we're going to be in these situations again later on in the season, and we got to just take this and apply it to those games later on in the season, because those are the ones that we're definitely going to need. Definitely needed this one, but we're definitely going to need these games as the season continues.
What do you need to do to really bounce back for their on Tuesday? I know you talk about focused practice, but what else is there?
Just teamwork, just getting in the gym, like you said, practice. Like I said earlier, practice, and just get focused. I think our team chemistry need to get better, and just come out Tuesday. I think we're gonna do good. So.